Guys, this is the Ghetto Blaster right here. Look at that, chock full of meat, home brew. We got our first crab. A little, looks like a little baby rock crab, so it works. Let's hope to get something else. It's just a quick one today. It really is blowing out here at Bodega Bay. We got a lot of people here because the Dungeness crab season has officially opened, and wouldn't you know it, I'm still catching beautiful rock crabs here, which I'll take. Look at the size of that sucker there, and the size of that baby right there, jumbo. So yeah, everybody's very curious about the Ghetto Blaster. I just casted it out. We'll see how it does. If you don't know what the Ghetto Blaster is, stay tuned. Yeah, there's a lot of lines in the water. This guy got a nice keeper Dungeness crab up here with the green bucket. But you know, like today, just trying out the Ghetto Blaster. The Ghetto Blaster crab snare is a homemade crab snare. It uses a 1-inch, inch and a half PVC. I think it's 1 inch pipe. And you can just load it up on the inside, drill some holes, throw some weight in the back end, and you know, go blasting away. So I'm not seeing anything really being caught around my area, but got to be a little patient coming into high tide here. My preference is to always fish into an hour before the low and then get the incoming tide. But you take what you can take. It's just an experimental visit today. I'm not going to be here that long. So we got I got 2 lines out here right now. This is my 12. So I got 2 12-foot poles here. See the Ghetto Blaster. All I have to do is just push the meat in. They seem to really have a taste for salami. So I've been loading that in and just push it right through the hole. Alright. Easy to bait. Right there. And then at the back end, well, trust me, back in there is a 3-ounce weight in the back of it. So I've had 2 casts and 2 crabs so far. The last one just fell off as I was reeling it in. Pretty cool. Guys, let's try reeling in on the Ghetto Blaster here. Probably have to wait longer than 5 minutes. Okay, honey. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're good. There you go. I got you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Good luck to you. Hydrodynamically, Blaster's doing great, man. The Blaster is doing great. Here we go. thaw zone, that's the kill zone. Be patient. Looks like that guy might have something on over there. I don't know. Problem is, if you... Nah, just a little small one. Problem is, when you're casting above, it's easy to get caught up in the rock, so you're going to end up coming down anyway. This poor guy up here has casted out 2 times and snapped 2 snares off, so tough sledding. Other snare. Might have some. One small one just popped off. At least we know where they're out there. Man, that poor kid did what I did when I was little. I had a little Zebco reel and I'm out with my brother and he's like, throw it in, you know. I think he thought I knew the bait. And I threw the whole damn rod into the lake. That was the end of that, right? That's like, good show, man. Good show. This poor kid just did the same thing, threw the whole rod right into the oh well. Been there, done that. All right, let's go check the blaster again here. Let's see what we got. We'll have to put some totally fresh bait in. Tide's changed. Put some fresh bait on this baby. Guys, look at the Ghetto blaster. Scores. Right there. But we got a little red Rocky. It ain't a keeper, but it's kind of cool to know. The Ghetto blaster is working. I just forgot to put the weight in and close the back end. So. It's time to pull in the Ghetto blaster. Man, look at that. Man, given the right conditions here, this thing should really be something, the Ghetto blaster here. It's got a one claw mama there, but the Ghetto blaster. Not for us to pack up and hit the road. We're just catching seaweed today. People are getting hit by weights in the head. There's just so many people out here. It's so tight on this, the rocks here today. I've got people multiple cast over my line. So anyway, it served its purpose today, guys, and that wind is really starting to howl here. So we're gonna pack out of here. Well, there goes the Coast Guard chopper. I guess they're gonna rescue somebody over there. It's gotta be wild today with this wind blowing 20-30 knots. People going nuts to get that crab. I hope nobody fell off the cliff on the other side. I feel sorry for the rescuers too. It is time to, man, I'm not going to get hit with an 8-ounce weight here and knock silly. I mean, you got people throwing their rods into the water. Poor little kid, her day ended almost as soon as it began out here. So my total time out here was like an hour and a half, and that's about all I could stand. I mean, I had all kinds of line entanglements with yeah, people casting over my lines, and of course you got to be polite, but there's, you know, there's a ton of people here, and some people are, you know, it's high tide, and, you know, it's just not a good time. You know, that's the best time is that hour or so before low tide, and then coming into the high tide. But the real good news today, guys, is the Ghetto blaster. It was out there, it was doing a job. It was hydrodynamic, flowing through the water. It got a lot of attention. People were like, what the hell is that thing, you know? Hey man, it's a Ghetto blaster crab snare. So people really got a charge out of that. People asking me where you can buy it and all that. I said, man, come on, dude, it's a prototype. But the bait stayed in really well. Best thing to do would be pack it with anchovies, something like that. Cut up pieces of chicken. Really load that baby to the hilt and throw it out. The loops worked really great. It caught crabs. So it's just that the conditions have to be right. And if conditions are against you, doesn't matter how good your equipment is. Because with the way it's blowing today, that wind, holy smokes, that current's ripping on the bottom, and when it starts to move too fast like that, the crabs just like to hunker down. They don't even like to try to move around, and you'll get the dumb little baby ones will be flying all over the place, but the big ones just hunker down because they really don't like being swept and pushed around and all that stuff. So, but we came for the Ghetto blaster crab snare trials, and we performed. Right? I got some ideas for additional designs. That's kind of the fun part of crabbing, guys. There's so much pressure on this fishery today with these people over here. You definitely got to come in the weekdays, so you can get your prime spot. Plus, the first week or two, everybody and his mother and his grandma and his aunt and uncles out here trying to score those dungeons. I mean, there's boat trailers galore out of here. So everybody wants that dungy. So, well, we came, we saw, we conquered with the snare, and I'm going home with two beautiful, enormous red rock crabs, nice and heavy. So I know that I'll be eating well tonight, and doing another cookery in Kitchen Stadium. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Your comments, of course, are always welcome. If you have any suggestion improvements on the Ghetto blaster crab snare, let me know. I'm always welcome to new suggestions and things, and as long as I continue to have fun and enjoy it, I'll be out of here. All right, guys, thanks for watching.